Hi, in this video today I would like to show you how to use session in ASP.NET MVC core. Okay, so now let's get started. I will open Visual Studio on my PC. The current version I'm using is 2019. Okay, so now here I will go ahead to create new project. I click on create a new project button here on the right hand. And in this step, I will select a template to create project. And here in the list of the templates, I will select the ASP.NET Core web application. Okay, and then I will click on next button. In this step, I will do some configurations for my project, like the name and the location to save the solution for our project. Okay, so here I will name this project a handling session in ASP.NET MVC core. Okay, so after that I will select the location for this project. I will change it to another folder. Save this one. Okay, and solution name will give by default here. Okay, and then I click on create button here to create my project. Okay, in this step I will select the default option is web application model view controller, and I will leave everything by default. Click on create button. Okay, and this is the shortcode of the default templates for MVC project in .NET Core. Okay, so here I will do some the configurations for the startup first. In the startup.cs file, I will have some information for I will have some the methodologies to do some configuration when the application is start. In the configuration service, I will add one more thing here. I will have service dot add session. Okay, and then I will provide some option. I will have the option dot idle time out. It will be equal time span. But from you can set the time out for this session from the second or millisecond, minutes, day or hour. So here in this video I will select it minutes. Okay, and then I will set it around 15 minutes. Okay, it is done for the setting in the configuration services method. And you scroll down in the method configure. I will use app dot use session. Okay, so that's the enough for configuration to use the session in our project. Okay, so here I will close this one, and I will go ahead to create a new model in this project, and underneath of the model folder I will create a new class, and then I will name it is student for testing purpose. So here in a student I will declare some the property for this. I will have public integer for the ID, public string name, string public string email. Okay, something like this. I will have 3 property for a student. Okay, and then I need to view the solution first. Okay, close this one. And okay, so the next step I will do some writing the codes for the controller. In the controller here I have a controller folder, and by default we have a home controller. I click on this one to open the controller of home page. So here in this one, I will do writing some code inside the index action. Okay, so firstly I will declare the student. Và student equal new student, and each student here I will also declare some the value for the first student. I will have ID equal 1, name equal Chiến Vũ, and the last one is the email. It will be equal chiến.vs@gmail.com. Oh, so here we have finished creating the student information. Okay, so here I will use. Okay, so let me, before we using anything here, I need to use as some of the reference. I will have Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.http. Okay, so here in the index action, I will have some http contact.session.set string. Okay, so in this step I will do some setting. I mean declare the or assign the information, the value into a section. Okay, so here I will have a set student, and then I will declare a session name. It will be the student session. Okay, and then here string value it will be student. Okay, so for this student I need to, for this one I need to serialize the object. So here I will be using this sun convert dot. Okay, so before we use the sun convert function here, we need to add a reference. Okay, so here, because in our project we don't have any reference into the sun convert, so I have to install the package newton soft.json. I can click on File and install latest version. Okay, so the new namespace, the new library has been added into this file, and you can see in the dependency property. Okay, so here for this one, and I will do some the CRI object for student, CRI object for student. Okay, that's all for the setting. Okay, I will do this comment here. I mean set the value into a session key. Okay, and then I will create a new controller, and I will name it in the student. Enter. Okay, so in the student controller here, I also need to do some the reference into the HTTP and the sun library for this. Okay, so here in this index I will trigger the issue to get the session info. I will have a vast declare a variable student should be equal the sun contact, the sun convert, convert dot. So here in the home controller we have a serialized object. show in student, I will deserialize object, and the same thing here. I will have the student. In order to use the student class, I need to add some the reference using the handling in MVC core model. Okay, for this student, and then I need to pass some the session. I will have a HTTP contact web string dot session web string, and then I will provide the session key values, key name. Okay, good. So here for this one, I will return the student information. Okay, so the next one, I will create a view for this action for a student. I select the index name here and right click on this. So after that, I will select the add view button on the top. Yeah, and then I will have the template. Here I will select the detail because this is only the testing purpose. So I will select the detail for you to easier taking a look into the example. Okay, so here for the model class, I will select the student, and then the last one, I need to select the page layout. It will be in the viewer and share folder, layout, edit. Okay, and the code has been generated for the index.cs HTML file. I close this one, and you open the view folder. You see here we have a folder name is student has been created, and underneath and inside of student we have index.cs HTML file. Okay, so here I will open the settings folder, open the layout, and then I will create one more column here. One more menu here. I will have a controller. It will be student. Action should be index, and this one should be the free text. Should be student. Okay. And we are almost completing the shortcode, and then here I will try to run it. Hopefully we have no issue with the shortcode. Yeah, this is the default template for the cycle, and as for the ASP.NET MVC core. And here you click on student on the top. Here you see we have the student information has been displaying here. We have ID, name and email. Okay, very good. It seems working fine for now. Okay, so here I will do some debugger for testing first. Okay, so let me try to update some information here for the student, and actually the ID should be the 10, and the name will be V8. Okay, so in this home controller I will have a breakpoint here because I want to check the student information before it is CRUD object. And here in the student controller I will also have a breakpoint here for setting purpose after the user gets information from the session. Okay, I run it again. Okay, so you see here, hover on the student variable here, expand this one, and you can see here we have our email, ID and name. Yeah, it is correct information for the student by default. Okay, we can go to next, F5 on the keyboard, and then you click on student menu. Yeah, it will open the action result for the index method. Okay, so here you hover on the student. I pan this one. Yeah, so we have the same email ID and name as the value added into the session. Okay, next. Very good. The ID, the name has been updated. Okay, so I think that's all for today. And after you finish this video, you know how to work with the session in the ASP.NET Core MVC. Yeah. Okay. So here summary for this video. In order to use the session in your project, you need to do some configuration in the startup.cs file. We do configuration in the configure services by adding the timeout for the session. Okay. And the next step in this file, we need to add the use session option in the configure method. Okay. The next one, we are going to create a student model inside the models folder. It basically is have three values: ID, name, and email. I mean the three property. Okay. I close this one, and then we do some writing the code inside the index action. Okay, it is very easy, and I mean easier to understand. Okay, and the last step, I will write the code for a student controller for testing purpose. You know, in the home controller we have created a session and assigning the values into the session. Okay, the session here, and then after that we want the data enter into the session. So in the student controller we will initialize object from the session and convert it into a session. Okay, here, and after that we create a index for student to display in the student information in detail. Okay, so I hope this video will have fun for you. If you have any question or comment, so let me know. I will try to answer you as soon as possible. Okay, thank you guys, and talk to you later in another video. Bye bye.